everybody, this is Francisco Carreño, the eclectic guy, and you're watching the Walking and Talking episode 59. Let's talk about pregnancy, nutrition, and common sense. Recently, I read an article where they're comparing the guidelines for pregnant women in regards to fish intake, right? We all know, or we have heard, that it's not recommended to increase too much the fish intake because of the mercury content, right? And mercury is no good. It's being studied that it's kind of like poison. However, in countries around the Mediterranean Sea and in Europe in general, the guidelines are higher. Like, they encourage women to have, I don't remember exactly if it's 600 grams per week of fish, which is slightly superior than the guidelines here in America. The point of the episode is not the exact amount of fish, it's the fact that there's some guidelines with a higher intake, number of servings per week, if you will, and there are some guidelines that recommend less based upon mercury. The study shows that the higher the amount of fish that a pregnant woman eats on a weekly basis, the higher the amount of the omega-3 DHA in the umbilical cord, which is great. That is informing us that the DHA was reaching the baby. However, they also found higher amount of mercury in the umbilical cord, informing of what we already knew, that if you have a higher intake of fish, you will have higher exposure to mercury. What is intriguing to me is how the study encouraged that higher intake of fish based upon the DHA, simply arguing that they didn't find in this observational study any major problems with mercury. My point is, okay, if we know all these problems related with mercury, even if this study didn't observe them in the early stages or whatever, if we know how good DHA is, because there's no doubt that DHA is crucial for the mental and nervous system development of the baby. And now this study shows that a higher intake of fish give us the extra DHA, but with the problem of mercury. I just get pissed off by thinking about this. Why don't you suggest to use supplement? In a situation where you know that something is very good, DHA, and something is not that good, mercury, why don't you take high quality omega-3 supplements? Higher in DHA with no mercury, absolutely controlled condition, they are not rancid oils. I mean, why don't you suggest that? I hate to sound like the typical conspiracy freak, but man, it sounds like there's a lot of political reasons why they don't do that, because it's right there. It's the elephant in the room. Oh, we should avoid mercury. Oh, but it's so good to have a lot of extra fish because of the DHA. Duh. Take supplements. So if you're pregnant or you just want to increase your DHA intake, your omega-3 intake, and you don't want to expose yourself or the baby to a higher amount of mercury, just get the freaking supplements. Ranting for today. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. Coming with more. Follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, on Facebook. I would love if you subscribe to the channel on YouTube. And sharing is caring. Have a good one.